Yeah,
Yeah,
I
think Govanden would actually join you because
Okay.
he's also
Yeah.
Okay, so
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop out the walls. I'm not gonna go too far, but I am gonna start like sort of crawling my way towards the orcish camp in max stealth to try to spot things from a distance. I'm definitely not looking to engage unless I literally find one orc who I can 100% sneak up on.
Okay.
This is going to be like maximum low risk, high stealth.
Okay.
I need to spot the camp and see if there's any movement or preparation. I mean, if I see them all like, sharpening their blades and oiling down their leathers or whatever, then it's like, okay.
Okay. All right. So you're not going very far out, you say?
Well, I'll crawl as much as I can.
Okay. So just maximum stealth. Okay, you're just going to be slow going then. I'm thinking yeah.
Now stealth is like half speed.
Okay.
I think.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll use my luck to reroll.
Yeah.
There we go. 22.
All right, that's plenty. That's effective. All right, so you can do that while Lasan and Govanden are going to talk to Drina. And actually, as you pass by, you went out the northwest gate, right? Just to kind of put a little flavor on this.
I'm assuming because the camp is towards the west, northwest or whatever. Where's the orc camp?
No, it's back towards the east.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess I'll go out through the northwest gate and then go around. Yeah.
Toward the east.
Yeah.
So the orcs that we fought actually came around this farm to do what they were doing. So it's out the other side. Like we came in from over here chasing orcs, and the orc camp is over here.
No, you came in from over here. You came in from basically from...
Well, it was from the east.
From the south. South and east. More south than east.
Well, no, we were traveling northeast, you said.
Yeah.
I thought
So
we
we must have come in from the southwest.
We came from here to
well, that's
here,
what I mean.
right?
Yeah, sorry. I meant southwest.
Okay.
So over here, yeah.
And then the orc camp is what, over like this way? Or this way?
Yeah, basically that way.
Okay. So the orcs we were tracking, or would have been tracking if we hadn't just come straight here. They actually came around. I'm pointing because that's helpful. So they had actually kind of come around the farm.
Yeah.
Like
well, they took a wide berth, obviously.
Okay, they had actually come around like that.
That's
right.
why I was saying when you guys were tracking them, they were going more east than north. At that particular time, they were still going northeast, but they were going more east than north because they were going further out that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so anyway, you don't go out the way that Jerkass is facing, so that's different. So you're not going to get that bit of dialogue. Interesting. Okay, so there's a lot going on. You guys are super helpful. Right now, you got Eric going to help with Forge, perhaps to help with the protection of some of the melee fighters who happen to be engaged in this sort of thing. We've got Tao sneaking out.
I'm going to let them handle the spears and stuff. They're already working on it. Although, if I have any relevant tips, I'll share them if I can do so without insulting people. But if they know what they're doing, then I'll just leave them alone. Yeah, they're dwarves. Yeah. Again,
Actually,
if I have any relevant tips that I see like they're not doing something, then I'd let them know. But otherwise, I'm going to let them go.
I just figure one of the things I might be best done for is when I'm out there, and again, that slow crawl, if I have to go like half the afternoon sort of belly crawling over there to be a good hiding place so I can watch the camp, I stay there for a few hours and watch so that we know the second that they're starting to get ready.
Okay.
So that we know when they're moving out. So I will do that.
Okay, very good.
Awesome.
Once you're camped down, once you're not moving, then you should be incredibly hard to spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you rolled a 22, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so one thing, I'm just going to roll is that.
Skulking.
And the other thing I'm going to roll is this. Okay. So,
Don't worry about that skulking thing.
Bob with Hattie suggested if we can construct slings for anyone, that would also be helpful. Slings are pretty powerful and they're pretty easy to make.
If you guys have any amount of construction, if you can make a trap, anybody has trap making, then you can make slings, I would say. Or
I mean, there's not really a skill for that, but.
Well, I was just thinking, just making traps. If you can make a trap, then I said you can make slings. But
What would survival to sling?
Yeah, it would be like a
no idea.
But no, you would have a trap maker's kit. That's what I'm thinking.
I got nothing like that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. The thing is that they could probably fashion something similar, but you guys wouldn't be able to help with it. which we're just going to say that they're already working on something like that, but it's not going to give you any bonuses or demerits.
I'm just thinking, yeah, like what would you need supplies? What would you make it with? You're right. You're going to need
bits of leather and rope. Really.
And leather already.
Yeah, slings are just simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty simple. Which they have bits of leather and they do have rope. I mean, that's really common on the ranch there.
Well, we can mention that.
Yeah, good. I'm just trying to think. Sorry. Right, what was I doing? I was rolling. Okay, so Tao, before we get into the conversation with Drina, Tao.
Okay.
What you do see and it's closer than you like, are a couple of warg riders. Mm-hmm. They do come galloping over one of the other, sort of like a mild hillside, if you will, and they are moving along up north into the west, and sort of like past you, keeping a wide berth from the Delman Ranch itself.
So they've left the camp. 2 warg riders. They've left the camp and they're going northwest.
Yeah, and they're moving fast, but they don't catch sight of you.
I wonder if there's another group of orcs up there, or if they're just going off to do something else.
There's just the 2 of them.
You could try. Well, it's just the 2 of them. It's actually 4 individuals in total, though, with those wargs.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I'm not engaging them.
But yeah, just so you know, and you could decide. I don't know if you want to move further towards the camp to see what's going on there, because you're not quite close enough yet, or you can see where they're going. Just to give you an option.
I think my priority. It's tough. I think I'll still prioritize getting a view on the camp.
Okay. All right. So now with Drina, she's not an elf, right? She's human. She sees 2 elves approach, and she's got this, because she's part of the Emerald Enclave, and Emerald Enclave is primarily elven. So she's all of a sudden you can see like sort of like a brightness on her face, like like she was gloom doom, and all of a sudden, whoa, elves. So she seems to be happy about this.
+1 to morale.
Yeah,
there we
go. Right. She doesn't even say the first words. In fact, she seems like she's trying to say something, or she's doubting whether or not she should say anything. She's just kind of like, mouth moving, not really talking.
Govanen is part of the Emerald Enclave.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, and he will say, well, they have I don't know if they have an actual greeting. I don't know specifically, but
they just think green sleeves.
There you go.
It was secret handshake.
Yeah. Or he just gives her a flower. No, I don't know. But specifically, he does introduce himself, and he says that he heard that she was part of the Emerald Enclave as well, and he has a request. And
he does.
Yeah. Which is interesting, because you wouldn't normally get this if it wasn't for the fact that you asked Govanen to come with you for this. So Govanen is here, so Govanen gets to say this. Specifically, he's asking her if she wouldn't mind using her abilities there to speak to the birds and ask for the elves' help.
So, like a messenger.
Yeah.
Oh.
So she's like, and this is foreign for her because she's part of the Emerald Enclave, but she's not elven. Right, and she doesn't have any actual connections there, no ties specifically to the Elvish, but Govanen does.
Yes.
So, having the messenger, having the messenger go through and Govanen, or the messenger saying Govanen's name, and the location and everything could have some interesting,
this is awesome.
positivity to what is going to be happening soon. So you guys automatically, just for having Govanen here, you automatically get a nice bonus.
Cool.
Okay.
See, those 4 weeks we spent creating our backstories? It's good.
Works out nice. Works out nice.
Go family.
And Drina does divulges to Lasan and Govanen. And I'm going to say this out loud so that, Tao and, of course, Eric, you guys will be, conscious of this at some point anyway. The abilities that Drina can do, right? Tangle is definitely something that Drina does. Tangle is a thing. Drina also is able to cast Long Strider. Okay. Speak with animals is also a thing, which is what Govanen is taking advantage of at the moment.
Okay.
And Thunder Wave is another one that she can do.
I know what that is.
Animal Messenger. Oh, sorry, yeah, Speak with Animals. Animal Messenger is what she's using right now. Sorry, not Speak with
What
Animals.
What about cure wounds?
Yeah.
Or healing word or anything like that?
No. She doesn't have that. She can produce flame and that sort of thing, but she can't. She's not a healer.
Okay.
But she can cast Barkskin. So she can, but Barkskin is only going to help for people who don't really.
Yeah.
It's going to help for commoners, really.
Mm-hmm.
Which might come in handy. But specifically, and then she's, of course, she you see right now she's carrying a stave, which she sort of seems to be wielding with some amount of adept. Yes, but that's it. Now, while she doesn't have healing, I should say she does say that she is skilled in medicine, right? So she if there's healing kits, which there are some healing kits that have been brought into the Delman Ranch, she does have some healing kits. In fact, I should probably. How many healing kits do I have?
How many? I know what I have. How many do they have? So we know what we're.
Okay, there are 2 healing kits in the town.
2?
Yeah. 2 healing
Just-
kits.
Healing kits usually have 10 uses.
Yeah, so there's like 20 total uses.
Oh, then I have way more. You know what I've been doing is
If you've been
okay.
spending one
Every time I use one, I take off a healing kit.
No,
So I
no.
I have 20. I have 20, and yes, I have 20 then.
You
may have to you may have to take some money back and have fewer healing kits because 20 healing kits would be a massive bulk.
I thought they came in like clumsy.
If you have 2 healing
10.
kits, that's 20 uses.
Okay, that's what it is then. Okay.
Yeah,
I've got
one
20.
healing kit gives you 10 uses.
Okay, I've
Yeah.
got. That's what it is then. Okay.
Well, if you have that many healing kits, then you guys, you know what? Just I don't know, give it one to everybody. Who knows? I mean, they might be able to use it. You have a lot of healing kits. That's insane.
I don't think they do much if you don't have the feat.
But if I use them, they
Well,
work
there's that,
a lot better. So.
Yeah. Well, between you and Drina, then you two are basically the doctors.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Because you get one, and they're 10. All right. So I actually.
You would each be able to do each person once.
And that's something else that's interesting, though. You could potentially, Lisan, instead of adding your abilities to attack, you could be adding your abilities to helping heal people. You're running around the battlefield healing people. So Drina's pretty much already saying right now that that's what she's doing. She's going to focus, unless of course you guys want her to focus on attacking for whatever reason. She is specifically thinking about just being able to be like triage. She's going through and trying to heal people.
Well, so she has the healing feat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Lisan should definitely shoot people until someone gets hurt, right? Because hopefully the engagement starts out ranged where our people are safe behind the walls and not getting hurt.
Especially with your double attack thing.
Yes.
And then you have to decide afterwards. But yeah, you're especially good at fighting larger numbers.
Yeah.
But when people start dropping, I figure I would be healing. Yeah.
Okay.
At some point.
Because in battle, just so you know what you're saying, in battle you're helping to attack, right? You're going to be helping to attack.
Definitely to start. Yeah, absolutely.
And if at all, like if you go from attacking, that's you get a bonus to that. In terms of like the next rolls and everything, you get a bonus for that. And if you use your healing to heal the NPCs, you keep that bonus. But if you leave the wall and go help either Tao or Eric or anybody, then you will also get a demerit. Just so you know how that works. Because anything that you do for the people, you get a merit. Anything you do for your own party is a demerit, just to kind of like simplify it. So, yeah. So that's how that works. It's either for the greater good or for your small group. Anything you do for your small group.
That's like if it's a change of plans. I mean, if you happen to be standing near us.
Yeah. If you're already standing.
Well, if they're standing next to me, we're all shooting at the off the top of the thing. I would think that just giving a quick heal would be.
That's not a change of plans. Then it's the same as doing
Yeah. No. But if you have to leave and do certain things other than helping the NPCs in any one way, helping the farm.
If you were at the wall over by the east gate, and then you found out we were in trouble over here with the trap, and then you changed over to come to help. That's when you would.
And maybe that's still what you want to do. I mean, having a demerit out of all the merits that you guys have already gotten might not be a problem, but
Yeah, well, it depends what condition these guys are in. We
Yeah.
need them standing to fight too.
there
so,
is that. Yeah. So
I mean, keeping those two standing helps this farm, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So it's just a thing. Keep that in mind. Right. So now, Tal, you're still edging forward. I mean, nobody has seen you yet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So at this particular point, it's been because this is past Drina's bit. It's gonna have been a couple hours at least as you're moving. It takes you a while to move out that far, half speed and all that. You are now within sight of the camp. You have enough of an eyesight to see or to gather enough knowledge of what's going on. And what you see is indeed a line of warg riders. There's 8 of them. And they're like still in a line. And just behind them, there is some Orcish being spoken. And you don't know what it is. But it almost seems like the Orcish is being spoken by this guy you've seen before in your vision. This massive orc. And he's pointing towards where you come from. He's pointing back behind you, which is Delman Ranch. And he's just talking. And he's sort of like just getting this. It almost seems
But
like
still
he's
daytime,
ramping
so I
it
wasn't
up.
expecting
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, no.
Because they're not going to be giving a speech for the next 3 hours. I don't think that's the Orcish way.
No. But he is talking right now. And it's still daylight. Yes, you're right. But he is definitely giving some sort of speech.
So how
We are going to crush the farmers. It is going to be tremendous.
Yeah. Also,
The invasion will be huge.
there is a lot of
Eat a Boston bacon.
exactly. But there is also a lot of movement in the camp behind too. Like people or the orcs are seemingly, strapping and getting ready for
I want to count.
some sort of
Okay,
battle.
we have a fight.
I want to count.
You want to count a full count? Okay. If you actually to get a good proper count, give me another stealth roll. And not that you're going to get attacked or anything. I just want to know how long you can stay there to see if you can get an accurate count.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
Because then I'm going to have to back up and go back to the camp.
exactly.
Yeah, that
So
makes
it's a probability thing. Okay.
17?
So all right. So
17 orcs. All right, good.
So you've got a 75% count really. So what I'm going to do is the actual number. Well, actually, I said it out loud. Now you're going to know the actual number.
Well, I was going to say, no, what you can do is give me a range, right?
Oh, a range.
So,
all right. So
let's say they're supposed to be 50, and then, add,
where's my calculator?
subtract it by 10, and then roll a d20, and then add that much, or, something like that. So, I mean, I won't know where it'll end up. I'll know it's this within 10 in some direction or something like that. Maybe I'm spot on.
Okay.
Maybe I'm off by 10 or whatever the range is going to be.
Right.
And I won't know in what direction.
Okay. So using the calculator in this camp, there are between 37 and 50.
And as far as I can tell, there's just the 8 warg riders currently.
Yeah, the 8. There's 8, and that's including the 8 warg riders.
That's including.
Yeah. That's not including the people who rolled off.
The orcs are sitting at what? What do we figure? They're at 20-ish hit points?
Yeah, well, they drop pretty fast. The orcs have been. The regular
fast
orcs.
enough.
If they have 2 eyes, they don't seem to last as long.
Yeah. I don't know. That one guy who I brought him down to 1 eye, he didn't survive at all. So I thought I was doing him a favor.
Well, there's that too. Well, you gave him no sight instead of having only 1-dimensional sight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Last Revenant, thank you as well for that donation. You're an amazing person. Right, so that's about as many as you count before you are probably. It's a good idea to head back now.
All right, so I do that.
Okay.
And when I get back, I let them know about my approximate count and that it definitely looks like we're going to be attacked. I suspect as the sun sets is probably my guess, but again,
And we had 2 warg riders heading off in another direction in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there might be another group. We have to be ready for another flank. So I'm assuming the bulk of the attack will come from the east, but we really have to keep a sharp eye out to the northwest, perhaps, because there might be a flank coming in there. And obviously, we have a couple people keeping eyeballs in every direction. But
okay. All right. Well, specifically, yeah. No, Kerbin. When you come back, Kerbin first of all sees you, and he's like completely shocked. I mean, you're literally the first person who's ever come back. So that's amazing to him. And then you're giving him the news. The news he will use. He's going to sort of basically what it seems like what's going to happen, unless of course you guys want to give him other orders. He is going to ask the range, the archers and everything, and the lookouts and everybody for that evening to sort of like keep more of an outlook, obviously on this side, and then of course up this way, you know, like to the north a bit more.
Yeah.
Just in the off chance, and everybody's going to be kind of looking that way, and it's going to be more fortifications that way instead of obviously down here, because your accounts tell more of them coming from the east and from the north. Okay, so there's no change of that. Okay. All right, so that's about it. There's not much else for that.
Okay, I'm gonna take my orb, and I'm gonna stick it. So first of all, this guy on the ridge should definitely not be there because he's just gonna get murderfied. He's gonna be inside the camp, right, or on the wall, or on a roof.
Yeah. Right now he's just outside as a greeter to anybody who comes in from that direction. Okay. But yeah, no, at nightfall he will definitely be on the roof here.
So I'm gonna take my orb and I'm gonna place it on the roof right in front of the chimney over here.
Okay.
And then I'll go and help with the rest of the preparations. And I'm thinking I'll probably end up being in the kill box to start off with, because I can like use my psionic powers to hopefully one shot some orcs as they come through the door before I run out of psi points, and then I'll have to run away.
Okay, makes sense. Also, there's one little detail I forgot to mention. So you would notice, you would have seen this. The warg riders, the 8 of them that you saw, each and every one of them was also carrying a torch, a burning torch, during daylight hours.
They were.
Okay.
Of course they were.
Well, those torches only last like 30 minutes or something. So
yeah. So yeah. Actually, how long did it take? It took you about 2 hours to get out, which means it took you about.
I'm expecting to go a lot faster on the way back.
On the way back? Okay, so we're going to say half that time, so it'll be an hour to get back.
Yeah. And I was going to say, like, maybe after I'm 15 minutes away from the camp, then I might just get up and run back if it feels safe. But
yeah, no, it's totally safe at that distance. Whatever. You're fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, roughly an hour. Right, so by the time you're actually getting back to camp, there's a lot of smoke on the horizon.
What horizon?
There's a lot of smoke just on the plains, if you will, back towards the way of the encampment. And
the orcs?
Yeah.
Like behind me?
Yeah. Also, you notice, and actually everybody else notices at this particular point, because nobody's really daft. The wind is also blowing from the encampment. Right? So
they set fire to like the dry grass.
They're upwind. They're upwind, and they have set fire to, and there's a lot of smoke, and it seems to be boiling your way.
Okay, well then, really quickly, we need to get everyone to dig just a shallow trench to the east of their little defensible area here.
Get rid of the grass.
Like a fire ditch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get some pickaxes and just turn up the dirt. Just a couple of feet wide, something like that. And
really quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just right along this area where you just came in. We just got you just got to get rid of whatever vegetation's there, fast and furious.
That's what the warg riders were doing. Okay.
Jeez.
So this is going to be fun. I don't think we're going to get through the entirety of this event.
I don't even.
Today,
we're barely going to get started. I've got to get
unfortunately
here in 15, 20 minutes tops. So
yeah. So, but we're gonna get as far as we can. All right. So, first things first. Out of just down the hillside, as soon as Tal, you get back, and you didn't realize that they're going to be moving this fast, but there is no riders, mind you, just wargs without riders, and they are coming forth from the encampment side, and they move out and fan out, and they're sort of like circling around Delman Ranch, and they're just kind of running. They're not being stable. They're not still targets. Now people can start.
Yeah, well, we're gonna try to kill them anyway.
Yep. You're gonna use ammo. Okay. All right.
What?
Well, no, we can shoot them.
Oh, okay. So, just
right.
you guys.
I don't trust. Yeah, if you're describing these as being quite hard targets, Yeah, we should do that. Hell, we could even run out and engage them potentially. I don't know how dangerous wargs are, but I definitely want them down if they're separated from the main pack.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and there's just sort of like circling around, and nobody has any strategic background, right? No, they don't have any war background. You haven't been in any actual full-on combat.
Not like this.
No. Okay. Nobody.
You had my dad and I fighting 5 years ago, the last time the orcs came through, but I don't remember this sort of thing at all being mentioned.
Honestly, you know what? No, Govanen's here. Govanen is here. Govanen would know, because Govanen has fought alongside a battalion of elves before. As a ranger, yes, he's mostly a ranger, but he has fought with elves. And this is sort of a tactic that seems meant for one thing, and that is
trying to cause panic.
Well, that it does that automatically, but specifically, it's meant to draw attack. Right, so anybody who's like, they're just using the wolves to run around, just using up ammo, right? They know you've got arrows, right? They just want you to shoot them.
Yes.
To get rid of stuff if you're actually going to fall for that.
Well, are they within 120 feet?
Yeah, easily.
Then I try to kill one with my brain. I have infinite ammo with my brain. It only does a D8, but you have to do an int save.
An int save?
Yeah, so I can spam this every round.
Every round, so 5 psychic damage, and that's an int save. That shouldn't be that easy for them to pass. Yeah, no, because they've got a minus. All right. So it's DC 13?
Yeah.
I have to bring something up here. I got to bring something up here before we go too far, because your wargs kind of threw a thing in it. We had sent farmers out along here to make a fire break of some sort. And now we have wargs circling them.
Okay.
Yeah, have we completed the fire break?
Yeah. The fire break was
we get to
done.
actually dig. Yeah. Okay, then that's what because I heard it. Just we sent them. Then there were wargs, and I thought, so the wargs are just out here eating our farmers.
Yeah, no, I skipped ahead. Is what I did. Yeah. So time is passing at a little bit of a harried pace right now. So that's gonna be that. Okay. That's gonna be that. And there's the 8 of them. There's 8 of these guys. So there's 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna put one more over here. And now they're not this close, mind you. I'm just putting them in view, and they're not making any advancement. Look at that, $10 coming in from Lowercase Row. Thank you very much for your continued support. Row is awesome. Right. So how many do I have?
Did the 5 damage drop one? Or they have more hit points than that, don't they?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there's one more. All right, what was that? Sorry.
Did the 5 damage drop one, or they have more hit points than that?
No. The 5 damage did. Well, it hurt. Why is this thing jumping around like that? Stop it. And I'm just gonna say you picked one in random. So I'm gonna say this one down here. If you can see the ping. That one there.
Okay. Oh, yes.
So you know which one it is. And I'm not going to move them around in a circle. If you want to continuously fire at the same one every time, that's totally fine. So anyway, that does -5. Okay. No, it still seems to be rather healthy, running around. But not coming any closer to the town. They're just sort of like running around in a circle. And that is that. You're not asking for, and Eric's not doing it. I say Eric, not Eric, but what's this guy's name? Erned Stoutblade. That was the gentleman who welcomed you, the guy with the crossbow.
Oh, okay.
He is taking aim. If anybody wants to stop him, you can.
But let him shoot once.
Okay, then he will.
See how accurate it is. If he sucks, we'll be like, don't waste your shots.
There you go.
At least when the orcs, if they're streaming in as a big group, a missed shot could still hit another orc accidentally. So
yeah.
Okay. Right.
You know what? It's just the wargs out there. There's gonna be lots of like cover around.
His shot will miss, unfortunately.
All right, then we tell him to hold off.
Hold your fire.
We'll see if the orcs come. We'll see them like a mile away. So
literally a couple, right on the plains. We're on a hill.
Right, but the smoke is moving your way, so it's going to be a little bit weird. They might be moving with the smoke.
Probably, but even then, I'll watch that. They're not going to come up. But I think, we'll see what they. I'm just gonna concentrate for a moment, sort of focus my resolve. And I'm gonna just hop down and sort of walk out 30 feet and see if they react.
If the wargs.
I've got my shield there.
Okay. Well, the wargs are around 120 feet out. Yeah, and they easily take notice of you. But no, they're not. They're not breaking their encirclement. They're not coming at you.
I'm bringing one of the throwing rocks with me.
Interesting. Okay.
Your bespoke, locally crafted rock.
Yeah. All right. I'll move out another 30 feet, so I'm out to 60 feet. I'm halfway out to them, or?
Right, you're halfway out to where they're sort of circling around. Yep.
I'm keeping careful watch of them. I'm not oblivious to them, obviously.
Yeah. Back behind you, you hear a shout coming from Ernan, and he's just like, "What are you doing?" And he's yelling at you.
I just want to see how tough they are.
Have I killed any of them?
Basically, you barely hear on the wind because you're upwind from him. You just hear something that sounds more like crazy. Just you can sort of guess he meant crazy.
Have I killed any of them with my brain yet?
Just been doing it over and over and over
again, and you're doing it on the same one. So I'm gonna say, how many rounds would that be? It'd be like 1 round for you and Ern to fire, and he hasn't fired again. And it's probably your speed is 30. You've moved out 30 twice, so that's 3 rounds total. So I'm gonna say that's 5 every turn. So that's another 10.
Well, I mean, it's a D8, but the average with that would be 4.5 or 5 rounded up if we're doing the hit point thing.
Well, that's fine. Yeah. And so no, it's still up. And in fact, that one though does start to break away. It's moving out. It's moving away from the battle.
Okay.
You have scared one away. But there's 7 more.
And I mean, I'm not going to chase it or anything like that. You know, the orcs probably don't have that much healing available, if any. So that might still mean just 1 less warg for the fight, which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Okay. So that's that. Do you want to continue doing that sort of thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do this every round up until the smoke ends up enveloping you guys, which will happen pretty soon. The thing is that every single one of these wargs...
If the smoke's within 100 feet, I am not sticking around.
Yeah.
If it's getting up anywhere near that close, I'm moving back in.
You said they have a negative to their int save? Is it like -1, -2?
It's 1 -1, yeah.
-1. So they need to roll a 14 or higher. So they've got, I mean, roughly about I'll hit them about 70% of the time for, on average, about 5. So you can average it out to something like what, about 3 or 4 damage around. That I'm in a general way. If you don't want to roll all the saves,
yeah,
or
I'm thinking
maybe you want to you can do the save every turn, and that's fine. And roll the d8 for the damage.
Yeah, no, that takes too much time. I'm just gonna math it. So if it's roughly 3 damage per round, and it damage per round, it's gonna take another 10 rounds before that can happen. Just gonna be. All right, I'm gonna say that with all of your gusto and nobody else firing, nobody else making shots at these guys, that you are going to turn the attention of another couple. There's a couple of them. Another couple of them are breaking off.
Okay, so there are fewer of them. There are 5 left now.
There's 5 left now.
Just looking around.
Yeah.
And how far away is the smoke roughly?
The smoke is roughly at this particular point about 300 feet from you. It's moving in with the wind, so it's moving fast.
All right, I'm going to move up another 30 feet towards the distance that they're circling out there. So I'm now 90 feet from the wall, 30 feet from roughly where they're circling. I mean, they're not they're not getting out there protractor and
Right. Okay. So you're basically 30 feet from one.
They're running by within 30 feet of me as they pass by.
Okay. You know what? At this particular point, because again, their intelligence, they're smart, right? These guys are actually smart. They can understand language. These guys.
I didn't want to get jumped by 8.
They're like you.
Yeah, they're like Bella.
5 of them are not going to kill me in 1 round. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. All right.
They're evil Bellas.
Okay, it rolled. Okay. That one, the one nearest to you, which I'm just gonna drag one nearest to you. He's gonna be healthy one. He's gonna put this one. One nearest to you does break off and come at you.
Okay.
We're streaming soon.
You're too close. I mean, you're too far away from any other help, and it just seems like it's a good idea.
I'm trying to be too close. Hey, I have singled myself out.
Yeah, you have. And here's the thing about these guys: they like to pile on. So if one comes, right. So there is go ahead and roll initiative. This is going to be an initiative between you two. Right now.
Sure.
That's cool.
Bella. All right, so we're going to do that.
Our stream's starting soon. Cookie time is soon. Not quite yet.
Okay, so there's only a +1, so we're going to give him
Oh, pretty soon.
a turn.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're probably going to go before.
On my 7.
Oh wait.
Okay,
Yeah, no, you're still going before them.
I'm not sure who else
It only
is
gets
up here.
+1. So there's that.
When,
We come together. I get to hit him first. Is what happens. Okay.
Yeah.
That works for me. So I will. Yeah. So I'm gonna just bash him with the rock and melee then. That is a terrible roll.
Yeah. I'm trying to make sure I get this correct. I'm gonna move this up a bit because there's always like clips on top of the screen, doesn't it? It does a little bit. Their AC is that, and you hit AC.
I only hit 10 unless I have crazy bonuses.
Right. Yeah. No. You do miss with the rock. It's sort of like dodges quick with its agility to one side, and yeah, it seems like Bells is rooting for the wargs.
Don't root for the
So
wargs.
because this is like a real one-on-one fight, could I actually
Get
do
an
like the
initiative.
saving throw here? Because it might matter. I did actually just roll. I got a 7.
Yeah. Okay. So
Even with my advantage, I got a 7 both times.
Right. Okay. So between the two of you, I will actually, because you have the initiative, I want to say that you get to go before the warg as well.
Okay, and seeing my bud here go out on his own, I got up on the roof here. Can I take a shot if things look like they're going bad here?
Yeah, if you want.
Do I
Absolutely.
roll initiative or just take a turn?
Roll initiative.
Okay.
This is definitely going to be a bit of a
Oh,
battle.
I have to select me to roll initiative.
I think it's probably best if I don't actually wander outside the walls. I could do a lot more damage, but I would receive a lot more damage and potentially get in a lot of trouble.
Not when we want to get wounded.
So I thought spear him. It's going to be 7 damage unless he makes a saving throw.
7 damage.
Yeah.
Oh, it has to make a saving throw. Okay, here we go. Bye-bye.
Catch.
That one does make it saving throw.
Ooh.
So that one doesn't do any damage, right? It's a save or negate.
No.
Save negates.
Yeah, it's a cantrip, so
Okay, save negates. All right.
And Lisan reacts much quicker.
Yep. The sun has actually already fired the shot, but it's farther enough away. The arrow hasn't got there yet, basically.
Oh.
That's what's going on. All right, so the arrow's in flight.
There's just the one dog. Nobody else has come over.
At the moment, there's others out there. There's 4 others.
Or will probably come unless we slaughter it.
Off.
That is going to hit the earth next to it. Yeah.
You attack the earth.
You attack the earth.
Again.
The earth is angry. The earth swallows you up. You die.
Bloody hell.
All right. Game over. Roll a new character. No.
It finally gets to attack me.
He does. All right. This is exciting. All right. So there we go. Can I just
Yes, Sencha, that's about it. Is it now? The camera's on.
bring that up? There we go. And what is it? Just checking to make sure. Okay, plus that to do that, and then okay that. So that's that, and then that. Okay, there we go.
Oh no, not the earth.
He hits AC 19.
That hits.
That hits.
Yep.
He does 10 points of damage.
10? Yeah,
Yep.
that's pretty hard.
And
So
you have a
exactly takes out my 7 temporary hit points.
DC 13 strength saving throw, or be knocked.
Oh, they do the wolf trip attack thing.
I see.
Mm.
Oh, there I got the roll.
Okay, you definitely passed that. It seems like it's trying to drag you down, but you're just like, you're just too much of a pillar for it to move. All right.
If I'd rolled that to hit, it might have been dead. But,
Yeah, but
saving is okay.
so that's
So
that,
now we gotta
that-
see how the rest of them react.
Right, because now there's going to be an extra one because they're running in a line. So there's going to be another one joining the fray. There it is. And I'm going to go ahead and roll his initiative and see what he's going to be. Although it'll only show up at the end of the next round. So that was that round. So right now, Lisan, you can go ahead and make your attack.
Okay, then I'm going to hit them both.
Yeah,
With
they're
luck.
next to each other.
With any luck at all, I'll hit them both and not the earth. Yes!
Looks like you hit them both.
Looks like it.
That's the first
Yeah, you
one. and
totally
that
hit.
goes to the second.
Okay, so the first one takes 6 and the
Is
second
that
one
6?
takes 10?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Nice.
the first one takes 6. And the next one takes 10. Right, those 2 arrows hit their mark. And as it takes some damage, it's still going to continue its assault because it got a high initiative. It got right in on this. And that's you gone. Before Tau, it will go. And we're going to go ahead and do that. That is going to hit.
Nope.
And that is only 7 points of damage.
Okay, so I actually take 4.
Okay, and you have to make your DC strength check.
Yeah.
Okay, you pass.
Yeah, strength is one of my good saves. I have like +6 on it, so
All right, Tau.
pretty good chance.
I'm wondering, like, is it such... Eric, is the situation getting desperate enough? Do you need me to jump down there?
No.
Inflict more real damage? Okay, then I will just try to kill the most injured one with my brain.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
All right, save or take 5.
Okay.
At least they still have a 70% chance to hit.
All right, that will he will take damage, and you're hitting the weakest one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's the weakest one. That's that would be this one. Okay. Very good.
Ah, the weakest form. Goodbye.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
still alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
As the one that took 10 has now taken 15 and is still alive.
Yep.
The wargs are tough. Okay.
And it's now
Alright.
Eric's turn.
All right. If they're that tough, then I'm actually going to start to disengage.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I pull back 30 feet, so I'm now 60 feet from the wall.
60 feet from the wall. All right.
I have a feeling the wargs actually might be tougher than the orcs themselves,
That appears to be the case.
especially with the trip.
All right.
Yeah.
So there's no attack of opportunity as you disengage. You're moving away.
Yeah.
And whose turn is it now? It's this guy's turn. Okay. Is that
Where are you moving away? Going to be able to climb the wall?
What's that?
I'm sure I can climb. I'm sure I can climb them all. That's not a big problem. I'm just trying to decide if this is important enough to spend a spell on getting away faster.
Mm-hmm. Well, the one that has been the most hurt, does typically it's now running away.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that one. And then it's back to the top of the order where Lisanne and the next warg goes.
Yep.
So you go ahead and make your shot, Lisanne, if you want. I'm giving you the advantage, really.
Yes.
Okay, that will
Nice.
hit. And
Unfortunately, you'll only be able to hit one.
Are they?
yeah, they're too
They're
far
not within
apart.
5 feet.
Oh, okay. What's our scale?
They're not really on the scale because we're off the map.
Yeah,
That's
you're
the
kind of
problem.
off the map right now. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I
I'm
got one.
60 feet out from the gates in theory.
Got one.
But yeah, I believe your ability is you can only double shot when there's people adjacent to each other.
They've got to be kind of close. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Okay, I'm trying to keep up with how many rounds this has been. It's been 3 rounds, I think. This is the 3rd round. Okay. Right, so you do hit. The first one is going to do 10 points of piercing, and that's on the one that you hit before. Oh, wait, no, that's the one.
It's the one that she hit for less. The one she hit for 6, I guess, because the one that she hit for 10 is run away now.
Yeah, it's just run away, so that's going to be 10 damage there. Okay, very good. And it is now... Whose turn? Actually, let's send that one away first. And you're the one before. Right, I already got rid of it. Right, okay, anyway. So that's okay. I did it I did it backwards. But the outcome is just the same. That one is not fighting anymore either. It is now running away.
Okay.
And that means that this one has an initiative. I didn't roll that initiative. That initiative is actually pretty good. How do I do this? I turn. Again. Okay. Right.
For Firefly.
Thing is, though, even though it's in, I have to think about this. You know what? Does it actually chase? On an even it does, on an odd it doesn't. On an even it does. Okay, it's weird because it doesn't normally want to get any closer to the walls, but this one is sort of disobeying its orders. So anyway, it's gonna run at you, and I'm putting it on this side of you because it's technically coming from that side.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. That is going to miss. All right.
Nice. That's what's supposed to happen.
All right.
Decent armor class.
So that misses. There's no touch attack. So there's no tripping. That's that guy's turn. So he's now at the bottom of the order. The Sun, you just went. So I'm going to move you. Now it's Tao's turn.
Brain it.
Yep. Let's do another one.
Another brain.
Ooh, 7.
Is
It
DC
hits.
13? That one just made it. That one just made it. So he's okay still. Eric.
All right. Well, if there's only one left, then I'm going to hit it. No, I'm going to roll another 4.
Miss it.
Awesome.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Okay.
that misses.
Yeah.
It is actually Lisanne's turn. So Lisanne goes first. Go back up that way. There we go. Lisanne.
Make it good for. Oh.
That will hit.
That still hits.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah, no, I only need like a 7 or something. And just keep rolling 4.
So 9 damage. That is not quite okay. So it's turn. Also, you're not out by 60 feet anymore. So the other one that happens to be running around isn't engaging. There's 2 more out there, and in fact, for whatever reason, they're starting to break attack or break the circle.
Okay.
Is the fire getting close?
Or the smoke. Yeah,
Yeah.
smoke is getting really close. It is overtaking pretty soon.
Ooh.
So this guy's actually going to go still. Hard-headed little creature.
Yeah.
That one will. That's a +4. It hits AC 16. That doesn't hit you, does it?
No, that's not a hit.
No, that is not a hit.
Shield gets me to 18.
Okay, so that is a miss.
Another free round of meetings for everyone.
That is going to be Tao's turn.
Yeah.
Again? Cool.
Yeah, there's this one warg. The other ones are
So it
breaking
goes
off
fast.
now. So we're just.
Ooh.
Yeah.
8.
8.
And
A
I have to make
really-
that save. I gotta make that save. It does not make that save. That's 8 damage.
Oh, I
Ouch.
have a headache now.
Nice. Okay. And then
A
I.
little blood starts coming out of her nose.
There we
Except that
go.
She can
I
literally
can
do
AC
this all day.
25 this time. I'm gonna bash it for 11 with the rock.
11 damage.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. The rock is yeah. You
Can you
hit it.
smell what the rock is cracking?
You make there's a cracking noise in this guy's head as it falls. Like it just makes a little whimper and then falls down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Poor little dog.
It is done. It falls down.
Oh, thank you, Captain History.
All right. I'm gonna drop the rock and I'm gonna pick up the warg over my head. It's like, hey,
Oh, gee, you're back.
you lost something.
Whoa!
And I like drape it over my shoulder, turn around, like just turn my back to them and like walk back to the gate.
Awesome. Okay, so there's a bit of smack talking happening. That's amazing. All right, so that's that combat. We're gonna clear that off.
Whoa.
Because the other wargs are running away. And
Yeah, if that's the and I can use my my once per encounter just like heal myself a little bit power. It's my second wind because I probably have that back by the time we have an actual fight. So I'm back to full health.
Okay.
And then I concentrate a little bit and get back all my temp hit points.
Okay.
Lovely.
All right. And by the time this is now done, the smoke is definitely moving in. The smoke is pretty much enveloping the area now. It's so anybody who is ranged is going to take a -4.
You hateful man. And
take a
we
-4.
have got to stop, guys. I have 10 minutes to get this whole setup changed and start a stream.
Let's see if I can get this to work here.
So we're gonna be
Okay.
fighting in the shade.
Don't suppose the druid has wind control, huh?
So the smoke rolls in and the screen fades to black.
Yeah, pretty much. Just before we quit. I know you have to run. So that's okay. Everybody, a kiss for luck is our ranger of awesome and is gonna have to run off because she has a
With
stream
an accordion.
starting very
Yes.
very soon. Yeah, the one with the accordion.
Oh, God.
All right.
That's not
So
right.
stay tuned next week for the episode of the little farm that's kind of like Helm's Deep. Yeah.
Right. -4 to
Yeah.
all range.
Hell's shallow.
This is gonna be sick because you know what? You guys haven't even finished the beginning of this. So
The pre-fight, yeah.
yeah, this is
No worry now.
we could call this the pre-fight. This wasn't even part of the
Helm's
fight. This just
Deep.
happened.
Come back next week for the
Ooh.
Battle of Helm's Deep.
Yes, and
Love
before
it.
next week, where can we find you, Quill?
You can find me at youtube.com/Quill18 and twitch.tv/Quill18. Next stream will be on Wednesday. I'll be playing some Civ 5.
Very good. And Demonac.
youtube.com/Demonac. Check out Tales from my D&D campaign, and I have a couple other channels. You can find them from there too. So Hearthstone, my sister and I, Triage, we review anime stuff. So all kinds of stuff, mostly Tales from my D&D campaign.
Perfect. And a kiss for luck.
Awesome. And I'm at YouTube and Twitch, A Kiss for Luck, and in 10 minutes I'm playing RimWorld.
Awesome. Of course, you can find me here on Briarstone or twitch.tv/Briarstone. I've also got a channel on YouTube, Briarstoned, youtube.com/Briarstone. Put a D at the end of it, and you'll find me there. And yeah, we're done, everybody. Thank you very much for the donations as well. I'm going to run through these really fast. And I suppose.
Yeah, thanks heaps.
What we got? Where is it? Where does it start?
Don't be my
Chemical Crash coming in with that one. This is all today. Oh my god. This is insane. Okay, so we got $5 coming in from Hendrick just to share a beer from Adam. Hello. Awesome. And thank you for that generosity. $1.30 coming in from Hubert. Quill. Supreme Brunch. Good. Are we having brunch? No. We have Anonymous with no message and $3. Thank you very much. Chemical Crash with $50. Here's to Briar getting Sundays off. You damn right, man. I can't wait. $1.69 from Superior Brunch again. Oh, from Superior Brunch. That was who did it. So it was okay. That wasn't a message. It was Superior Brunch. Okay, excellent. Thank you for that. $5 from 10101 hours. Great stream. Excellent. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Obviously you did. $25.93 coming in from Alistorn. Hopefully this doesn't break people's ears. It didn't. I turned it down. Was it okay today? I think it was okay. Maybe not. I really
People
don't
commented that it was a little less insane, but that it was still, obviously pretty loud.
Yeah, well, a little less insane is good. Insane is still my way. Anyway, $50 coming in from Lord of Time. Thought I would leave you all with more ear damage. Awesome. Thank you very much. Last Revenant, really fun watching everyone's thought process for planning the defense. Thanks for letting us go on this adventure with you. Thank you for being here. Lowercase row, no message, but $10. Thank you again for your continued support. And we are done, everybody. We are out. Do be sure to check out A Kiss for Luck in just a few minutes from now as she goes live.
As soon as I can get there.
And we'll catch you later. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day. Have a good evening wherever you are in the world. This is Briarstone and company. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
It's going to get messy next time.
Yes, it is.
Epic.
There are tons of Let's Plays on all my friends' awesome YouTube channels. And if you want even more concentrated D&D goodness, check out Tales from my D&D campaign.